one-on-one with Republican presidential candidate Marco Rubio. The senator from Florida stopped by to talk with political editor Andy Hiller today. Rubio's recent poll numbers are rising as he continues to hit the campaign trail in New Hampshire. But does he have what it takes to win the nomination? Political editor Andy Hiller is asking the tough questions in tonight's Hiller Instinct.
Why is Marco Rubio smiling? Because he should be. Florida Senator Marco Rubio is the Republican with momentum, moving up in the polls, and his message is clear. America is at a crossroads.
It's either going to be greater than it's ever been, or we're going to be the first Americans to leave our children worse off than ourselves. That's the only two ways forward, and that's what this election has to be about, that choice.
I think he's a baby. He's using me for publicity.
As Rubio has gone up in the polls, frontrunner Donald Trump has increasingly come down on him. Example, this ad on Trump's Twitter page, headlined, "Never hire a boy to do a man's job," and featuring a picture of a very young Rubio.
So when he calls you little Rube or nice boy, isn't he taunting you?
No, but look, a couple points. One, I mean, this is how he gets attention. And the other is he's a guy that's sensitive to criticism. And so he reacts these ways, and it is what it is. And from time to time, you know, we'll respond because it's fun to watch him blow up even more.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Rubio is also running against Jeb Bush, who was at one time his political mentor in Florida. If Rubio wins the White House, Bush could be working with him there.
So this is not about running against Jeb or any of the other people.
Would you put him in your cabinet?
Well, I don't know if he wants that. It's premature to be able to talk about that. He's clearly a guy who's very qualified and could do a number of jobs.
You're a charismatic first-term senator without much executive experience. Why doesn't that make you this year's Barack Obama?
Barack Obama hasn't failed because he was only in the Senate for 2 years. He's failed because his ideas don't work. He has 7 years of executive experience now, and he's still making bad decisions.
It's impossible to stand here today in October and say, here's what will happen next November. But it's also impossible to say Marco Rubio won't be part of it. I'm Andy Hiller.